Hey guys, happy Friday. Torsar here with another sports talk video. And oh boy, the two gifts that keep on giving. Now, I know this time around, since I've got started back up, I haven't made a video about Kyrie Irving, but boy, oh boy, I love being proven right. I remember, man, probably last year, even maybe further back, people were, defending this guy. I remember getting into long Twitter back and forth with these people, and it was just so easy to keep countering them because they were just defending like nothing. I don't know if they just like didn't like it because of the color of my skin in my profile picture, or these guys, they were just so nonsensical. I don't get how you can like keep defending this guy. But it's just like, all right, you guys, where are you now? You still got anything to say in defense of Kyrie Irving? He's a horrible teammate. Now, the other one, I made a video about, Dillon Brooks being a clown, and let's just go over that one first, because this guy is just. Skip Bayless called him a goon today, and I just laughed like a hockey goon, and I think it's funny. Of course, again, there's probably some people who are going to get upset because, oh, Skip, stop making fun of the guy. And I don't know. It just gets tiring after a point. But let's look at the incident and what Donovan Mitchell had to say about it. I think it's pretty funny. Here we go.
Yeah, for sure. Um, that's just who he is. We've seen it a bunch in this league with him. Him and I have had our personal battles for years. Um, quite frankly, I've been busting his ass for years. Playoffs, regular season. Um, in the one game he does a high job on me today. He decides to do something like
Whack!
that, and
Totally on
there's no
purpose.
place in that in the game, and you got to protect yourself at the end of
What
the
a
day. But
clown.
this has been brewing for years. With other guys in the league, and you all see it. It's not something that this isn't new. And tonight was just the end of it, but it's tough when you can't guard somebody and can't do something with somebody. You got to resort to that, and that's what he's done to a lot of players. Off the top of my head, I think it's like Dame and Steph. It's just one of those things. That's what you resort to, and that's cool. But I'm glad my guys held it down tonight, and had my back. Throughout the whole thing.
Yeah, because that wasn't an uneven
Chris Fedor getting
ejection.
back on. Hey, Donovan. You said you've had matchups with him before. Have you ever
Or that
had
wasn't
Yeah, we've been
ejection.
talking nonstop. I wouldn't say this to this extent, but there's always been talks. You can go back. I think it was like 2 years ago, regular season, like 30 points a game. Um,
All right, so anyway, you guys get the gist. Dillon Brooks just back at it again. At least, he's not a bad player either, but how obnoxious have the Memphis Grizzlies become? Remember that workman-like team with Mark Gasol and Zebo, and they were just so, like, you actually, like, rooted for him. Just hoping to see a team like that was just so, like, together and proven the NBA superstar, the super team, and everything. You just, if you didn't have a horse in the race in the NBA, myself personally, I found myself rooting for them just to see it at least one time, even just get to the finals. They made deeper runs than their skill level of the team probably should have. They were overachievers. What a good team to root for. Now this team is just John Morant is just a gaslighter to the extreme, denier of reality. I don't know about you guys. I can't stand stuff like that. I've literally denounced friends, or at least one friend, for just always being like this, just like never, just in denial of reality. I can't stand it. It's just not a good look. We all see what's going on. And then some of the things, like, if you really want to know what I'm talking about, these guys have much better research. So go and watch the segment on this today on Undisputed. Skip has all the quotes from these guys. It's hilarious. I don't see how anyone can still defend this crap, and how the Memphis Grizzlies, Ja Morant's a great player, but is that enough? is anyone besides Memphis fans seriously rooting for these guys anymore? And a lot of people wanted to take shots at Shannon Sharp after that incident. Now, do we really start to see now what's going on? First of all, they're mentally weak because look at the losing streak that they went on right after that. They have not been playing well since, with pretty much no injuries. I know they lost Steven Adams, but really, is that's what's, is that really it? Steven Adams? That's enough? Okay? Now, the Kyrie thing, I know I asked the question, who's the bigger clown? Kyrie Irving or Dillon Brooks? I'm sorry, it's Dillon Brooks, and it's not even close. I don't think Kyrie has really been, too much of a clown. I know off the court, he's probably a great guy. I know for a fact he has charities that you don't even hear about. He does stuff for people, and that's a lot of people's they get mad at guys, even like Mr. Beast, cures 1,000 blind people, and people get mad about it because, oh, you're just doing it for content. Or these people who ask random strangers for spare change, and then when they give it to him, they have $1,000 for him. I saw that one where the guy gave him $500 and tickets to an Eagles game, and people are just losing their minds. Oh, why don't you do it off camera? Him doing it on camera is what allows people to be able to be charitable like that. The guy wouldn't be in a position to give someone $500 in Eagles tickets if he wasn't making content out of it. I understand it because it's against the true act of giving per what the Bible says, all right? I'm not religious, but still, you can believe in some of this stuff. If you want to have a true act of giving, do it without needing any recognition for it whatsoever. Okay, that's fine, but that's not the world we live in anymore. Social media is everywhere, and would you just rather have these people? No one. So why don't you do it if you're so critical of it? So, I'll give Kyrie credit for that, but he is just a horrible teammate. Would any of you who ever play team sports, would you want to play with a guy like Kyrie Irving? Do you know the situation he just put the Nets in? Who's going to want to trade for him? The one team who will probably want to trade for him, they'll have to get a third team involved, because that's the Lakers, and they're going to dangle what I've seen dangled in 100 potential trades from people online, talking heads on the NBA, whoever you want to name, they've put out, you already know what I'm going to say. Russell Westbrook, the 2027 first round pick, and the 2029 first round pick. I'm pretty sure I've been involved in draft scenarios with those picks. It's crazy at this point. Who in the world hasn't? But the reason I say they're going to need a third team involved is because, oh wait, who else is on the Nets? Kevin Durant. So they can't just trade Russell Westbrook straight up. Well, not straight up, but straight to the Nets. There's no way on God's green earth that Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant are having a reunion. I wish they would. That would be popcorn-worthy viewing content. But it's not going to happen. So he's put the Nets in a very difficult position. And I can believe it, but it's the guy was doing so good. You hadn't heard anything from him after the whole suspension thing where you thought he learned his lesson, and maybe he did, where, you know what? Sorry for that, the heater turning on. I hope you guys can't hear it too much. I forgot to turn it off. I did that the other day, 3 minutes into a video, and was so mad I had to, reshoot it. Either way, he just put the Nets in a very difficult position, but honestly, as bad of a teammate as he is, I'd still rather play with him than a guy like Dillon Brooks. I don't know. There's just something about him. There's just something about the way the Grizzlies go about it. I know people say, I heard Tony Kornheiser saying they're now a compelling team. Okay. Can't we just play ball? And I'm not telling the guys to shut up and dribble. I love hearing all the things the guys are doing in the league. And glad that people take more of a stance because, people forget back in the day, Michael Jordan used to get criticized for never taking a stance, and his famous line, Republicans buy sneakers too. I think today that might be Democrats buy sneakers too. Sorry, I don't care either way. I'm not getting into the politics thing. That's like I might as well douse myself in gasoline and set myself on fire. I think I'd probably prefer that. But either way, let me know what you guys think. Is anyone still defending either of these two? Who would you rather play with, Dillon Brooks or Kyrie Irving? Or would you just rather, set yourself ablaze? Joking on that one, but still, would you really want to see, like, the Memphis Grizzlies in the finals if you don't have a Western Conference team that's your favorite team? If you're a Grizzlies fan, how do you really feel about all this? Let me know. Anyway, I'd just like to say thank you to Kyrie Irving and Dillon Brooks, the two gifts that keep on giving. Guys, gals, till the next one, stay healthy. Peace.